So great PlayStation 5 news with releases, new games, and sales, next PlayStation 5 event confirmed, and the next big first-party reveal. Those are the stories we're going to cover today, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, from 1 to 10, what would you rate the recent state of play? My video didn't land on the next day like it usually does, where I could do a highlights reel and then ask you guys this question. So I'm curious what you guys all thought about the show. So comment below from 1 to 10, what would you rate the recent state of play? Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the first story of the video, the next PlayStation 5 event confirmed. So this one is a bit of a quick story, but it seems that many people didn't really catch it. At the state of play, we got our first look at Saros, which is Housemarque's latest game, which looked amazing. I've seen people comment about it being a CGI only trailer, but remember what Housemarque did with Returnal, and they're building off of that, so I expect some epic gameplay here. They're also making it better and more fun, in my opinion, by allowing users to have permanent resources and progression. After every death, you'll be able to choose and permanently upgrade your loadout from an evolving set of weapons and suit upgrades to come back stronger, quote unquote, come back stronger. I think this is great because it'll motivate people to want to play more instead of feeling like they're starting from scratch, which was how Returnal felt. Obviously, the permanent weapon upgrades are there in Returnal, but you have to get lucky to find your favorite weapon again. But suit upgrades and resources, those were gone every run in Returnal. I'm curious how they're going to do the weapon setup. It says loadout here, so I assume we don't have to find these weapons again and again. They might stay with us and we kind of build an arsenal. I'm really curious to hear more about that. That's a bit of Saros information for you, but in the state of play, they also mentioned that there will be a gameplay showcase later this year for Saros, meaning that either Sony has their own dedicated state of play for this game, or it'll be at another state of play like we just saw it now, or I guess it could always show up at Summer Games Fest 2025. Regardless, this means that later this year, hopefully in the near future, we're going to be getting more gameplay of Saros at Sony's own event or somebody else's event. This is a direct confirmation, which is always nice to hear. But whether it's a state of play or Summer Games Fest, that doesn't stop the next story we're about to dive into. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers.
Madness reigns.
Now diving into the second story of the video, the next big first party reveal. So this is another thing that I feel people may have not paid attention to as much, but Sony pretty much started its first party hype train since the last state of play in 2024. What was the big reveal from that show when it came to first party studios? Obviously, it was Ghost of YOTEI. That was revealed at a state of play, not a showcase, at a state of play. Of course, that's not all for 2024. Sony took a quick break and came back again at the Game Awards with the reveal of Intergalactic The Heretic Prophet from Naughty Dog as another first party reveal. Two big first party games revealed just a few months after each other. Fast forward a couple of months from then, and here we are with another reveal from First Party Studios with Housemarque's Saros at another State of Play event. There's a bit of a pattern here. Reveal a first party game, take a break to let it have its own shine, and then reveal the next game. So we have Ghost of YOTEI, Intergalactic, and Saros all revealed months apart from each other. Imagine if Sony had a showcase late last year and just revealed all three of these games. I think that would be a big show for a lot of people. But clearly they want each of their games to have their own moment instead of just all being clustered in one space. Now, this could possibly hint that there will be another first party reveal coming maybe months from now, maybe at Summer Games Fest or a state of play from PlayStation or wherever they plan to show off the Saros gameplay. And I wonder if this will finally be the time where we see Cory Barlog's new game, because he's been working on that since probably 2019. It's been a long time, so I assume there is something to show here sometime soon. Also remember, Sony has Marathon, Horizon Online, and Fair Games that still have to be pushed, so I assume Sony has some type of event to push at least maybe one of these games sometime soon. We'll see, of course. The tactic with Sony seems to be spread their first-party reveals across months, so let's see when the next reveal is. But you guys let me know if you're excited for Saros gameplay or not. Let me know down in the comments below.
He doesn't know, does he? About your true nature?
And now diving into the final story of the video, new amazing PlayStation 5 news, releases, new games, and sales. So this information comes from Sony's recent financial results confirming several pieces of news. First up, the PlayStation 5 has shipped 75.1 million consoles as of December 31st, 2024, with Sony shipping 15.7 million consoles since last April to December, and they plan to hit 18 million by the end of March. This puts the PlayStation 5 just 1.5 million consoles behind the PS4 at the same time, which I hope people realize is huge. This generation we had CV to deal with, which resulted with years of hardware shortages for PlayStation and Xbox. Sony also couldn't drop the price of the PlayStation 5. They actually increased it for the digital-only model. Around this time with the PlayStation 4, the price had already dropped to $299 when the console launched for $399. The PlayStation 5 hasn't seen that same price drop, and it still has managed to stick so close to the PlayStation 4 in terms of sales, and is probably going to pass it very soon globally. That's sales, but what about releases? Sony has confirmed that Ghost of YOTEI and Death Stranding 2 will release in 2025. This was good to mention because people were confused why we didn't see Ghost of YOTEI at the recent State of Play event, for example, since you'd assume we'd get a release date or a release time frame at least for Ghost of YOTEI at that event. Death Stranding 2 has its own event on March 9th, I believe, so maybe Death Stranding 2 is what releases first this year, and then Ghost of YOTEI releases after, which is a surprise to me. I always thought Ghost of YOTEI would be the first one to release. Beyond that, Sony has also confirmed that they plan to release more family-friendly games after the success of Astrobot. Hey Sony, Sly Cooper, right there. Let's find a team that could take on this project and close out that story, or maybe reboot the franchise. I would think that fans would want the story to be closed out before a reboot, but either way, I think everybody would be happy with more Sly Cooper. Sony also states that they have high expectations for games they're releasing after April 1st, 2025, so let's see what happens this year. But you guys let me know if you'd want another Sly Cooper game or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. As it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is a part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "The weekend is here." I'm excited for the weekend, as I always am with every weekend. I'm going to see if I can play some single-player games. I'm currently playing through Luigi's Mansion 3. I just recently finished Metro The Awakening, and I've been playing a good chunk of multiplayer, so let's see where the weekend takes me. But that's my weekend. If you're excited for the weekend as well, destroy the comment section with "The weekend is here," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now, I'll check you guys out on the next one.
When you're a master thief, there is one golden rule. You only steal from other thieves.